this point. So this is the shape of the sleeve that is going to continue this dress. So from here you can, you know, make your sleeve longer. Okay, you can make it longer, but this is what I have on paper and I'm using it. So you can make it, increase the length of your sleeve, but this sleeve is going to be attached this way. So once that is done, that simply means that what we have right here, this measurement, if you are to attach this sleeve directly, is going to start from this point. Can you see that? If you are to attach this sleeve, you can see it's already starting from this point. So from here to here will be the measurement that will continue the sleeve. So here I have 9 inches. So now I'm going to place my pattern ruler like we do in our drop shoulder. So I'm going to place my pattern ruler from that point and I'll slide it a little and come down for my sleeve. So on that line, I'm going to measure 9 inches. So I have 9 inches somewhere here. Okay, from here to here, 9 inches. And then from that 9 inches, I'm going to connect what I have here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is to cut off this sleeve because that is the continuation of what we have on this sleeve. Okay, so before I cut, this is the armhole where this sleeve is going to start, but I'm going to come up. I'm going to, from where we connected our yoke, which is where this sleeve is going to start, I have 3.5, so I'll come in from here at 3.5. Okay, so if I come in from here at 3.5, it means my sleeve would then be connected from here to this point. Can you see that? So we are no longer using this line, we are using this one. Okay, so if it is to be connected from here to this point, I'll just cut off what I have from here. Can you see that? And I'm going to align it from here to here. Can you see? So that is what you are expected to do. So by the time I'm sewing this sleeve right now, I will just attach this sleeve. This is the sleeve opening. So I'll be attaching this sleeve now to match up with what I have right here. I don't know whether you're understanding what I'm doing here. So from here, I will sew this sleeve, and the other way I will sew, and then I will match up. Remember, your seam allowance has to be added. So this is the side of the sleeve, and it has to match up. When you sew it, it has to match up. So this other part is the part that will continue. Can you see? It's matching up. So by the time you take it to the back, it also matches up. So now this is exactly what is done on that shoulder. So I'm going to cut my pattern now, and then this is it. I'm going to cut from here to where we have a drop shoulder. So you can see this is actually a special type of drop shoulder. So this is the neckline, and here is my center front line, and here I'm cutting my waist line. I need to cut what I have on my drop shoulder. Can you see the drop shoulder? This is how it's going to look like, and it goes right into the yoke. So can you see, this is what we are going to have at that point. And the bodice is this. So what we are going to do to the bodice, first I would want to, the contour line we had at this point. Okay, please don't get yourself confused, because I'm almost getting confused with the, okay, so I have to measure to be sure. All right, so this is 1.5, and I'll cut like this. So this is what we are going to use to contour. You can see what we are contouring with, just a little thing, and it, of course, it will give us a perfect contour line as well. So once I've taken that away, next is to open up my bust dart, and then I will come in and close up my bust dart. So once bust dart is closed, you can see the bust effect at that point. It's showing itself right there. So I close up my bust dart. Okay. All right, so once that is done, I'm going to cut through my bust here. I'll cut through my bust here, and then I will now cut through the other bust here. So the bust here we have here, this is F1 unfold, and this is F2, which you are going to cut 2 times off. So right away we are done with this front pattern. The back pattern will be drafted the same way we drafted this, the same extension. That is what we are going to have. So now this is what you are expected to have, and this yoke will be sewn here. Okay, so once this part is closed, okay, of course you need to also add up. We need to also add to this, because you can see we have a shortage. So since we have a shortage, I'm going to match it up right now, fill it up, so we can add up what we have at that point. Okay, so there will always be a shortage, but you have to also add to it. So let me quickly add this, because matching up this and this, you can see we have a big shortage right here. So I'll be adding my pepper now, so we can reblend it back. Bring in my pepper, and I've applied my adhesive. So I'm matching bust point line to bust point line. Make sure you match them up together. And I'm going to come in with my pattern ruler, because I need to blend up what I have right here. So I'll be placing my pattern ruler to blend up. I'm blending to this line, okay? I'm blending up to this line like this. So this is the shortage, as you can see. So I'll come in and cut what I have at that point. Okay, so simply I'll take away this and cut to this point, and cut to this point. Okay, so that is actually what I need for this. All right, so with this you are sure that what we have is complete. So by the time you sew and sew, you have your bust here. So now this yoke comes this way. Once it is sewn now, okay, I'm going to match it up to be sure it is equal to the armhole. So from here to here I mark, and I continue this from here to here, I mark. So you can see we have a shortage right here, which has to be replaced to get to this armhole, and it's 1.5, which is the dart we added. So at this point we are going to replace our dart. So here I will come in with a piece of pepper, and then I'm going to replace our dart. Okay, so I'll fix in my pepper, and I'll continue this neckline. I'm continuing this neckline, and on it I'm going to replace my dart of 1.5. So once it's replaced, I'll reconnect my armhole. Okay, so I'm reconnecting to the armhole from that point to this point. So this is what you're expected to have for your bodies. So I'll cut through the armhole and then cut through the bodies. Okay, so this is it. Can you see that? So everything is matching up, and you come in with the yoke. So I'll try it again. This is the point of the yoke. When this comes here, so you can see it matches up at the point we need it. So once that is done, we'll now come in with the sleeve. Okay, so remember, this is the sleeve, which is supposed to be attached normally like this. Okay, so we are supposed to attach it to come out to this point. So the sleeve now will continue. Can you see that? So it will continue and be sewn. So the way you are going to sew this sleeve, after you have cut this and join, this is going to be matched up for the back. Exactly what we have here, that is what you are going to have for the back. I mean, from this point to this point. So this one will be sewn like this. Can you see? So once you sew it, it continues your sleeve process, and from here you sew this to the rest of the armhole, as you can see. All right, so people, that is how we come to the end of this tutorial. I believe you learned a lot once again in this tutorial. So you can now add up to the length of the sleeve of your choice, and you can make your ruffles on this sleeve and all that. Okay, all right people, so thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.